This is really just a quick update on an update for the Rokid glasses. I got an update about 3 days ago. Today's the 1st of July 2026, with some important updates for a change rather than just a bug fix or a tweak. Um, I will highlight them, but the two main ones that I thought were really useful, but there are a few caveats, I warn you, is the ability to install apps, well, APKs they call them, which now means that you get away from just the basic stuff. There's nothing wrong with what comes with the Rokid as standard, but it's it's not flexible enough. I'm not particularly happy with the way they've done it. I mean, you have to download an APK from God knows where and hope it's okay and then it works. I would have liked to have seen like an app store or something, which they said they were planning to do at some stage. But you can download the APK and it's a fairly straightforward way to install it. But as I say, the caveat is be careful. I consider myself tech savvy, but even I got hooked and nearly ended up subscribing £29 a month. So just be careful. And then there's a remote control in the app, like a little trackpad. It's not perfect, doesn't have a keyboard for typing, but you're going to need it really to navigate some of these things. So I'll explain what I did and show you what I did, and then take it from there basically. There are a few other little tweaks as well, but they're the main two for me. So have fun. Be careful. Okay, so when you are successful and the app works, you'll see it listed on your screen. So use SmartTube. SmartTube is a sort of mini version of YouTube. So you open it as normal, find the icon, tap it. Now, I would strongly suggest that you use the app and the toolbox and the remote control, because it's much easier to navigate. As you can hopefully see, I'm moving backwards and forwards without any problems. And then you choose something and then you click OK, and basically it should behave itself. Wi-Fi is a little bit disjointed because I'm screen recording at the same time, so it's normally a bit quicker than this. Well, there you are. I'll stop it now before I get a copyright notice. But there we are. Quite straightforward, quite easy to use. Some work, some don't. You just have to take pot luck. So again, 2 taps on the thing, 2 taps to exit again, and then you can move through the various options. Open camera's good, as you can see. It's quite easy to use. It's got a zoom control, which I find kind of useful. And again, it uses a remote control. The zoom control can be a bit sort of, I mean, hopefully you can see that I've got it there, but it's very difficult to actually select it. But it's probably me, I've only just got it, so I'll try that later. And that's it, over and out. So there's various ways of getting the APKs. The obvious one is just to Google what you're looking for. So this is where I got SmartTube from. You'll see there's lots and lots of options. Some of these, if I'm perfectly honest, could be dodgy. APK Mirror, as you can see, second one down, is reliable, as is GitHub. Strange name, but there we are. Or if you've got an official site, even better. As you can see, because I've asked for the APK, it's given me the 2 potential options. GitHub, as I say, is okay, but there are some Gits out there that are pretending to be GitHub, so that's it. Basically, I'm not going to do it, but because I'm on my tablet, not my phone, but you tap it and it will download the APK, and then just follow the instructions that I will provide next to install it. Whether it works or not, I don't know. Whether you're going to get ripped off, I don't know. What I would very much suggest you do is run a virus check after you've done these things, especially if you get problems. But that's it, straightforward. Find your APK, throw it onto your phone, and then basically use the instructions that I'm going to show you to install it. So go to your home screen in the app and you will see a few things, including widgets. As the name suggests, you can add a few widgets and move things around. I don't know how to find the widgets, but it is a possibility, and you can now sort of make the screen a little bit more stylized. But the main thing for me is that if you go to the toolbox, these are your two main options. So now you have a thing called Glasses App Management, where you can actually install new apps. You have to find them, APKs, and you have to download them, and then you hit the install a new app to actually put it onto your glasses. If you're lucky, it will work. If not, you come back here to remove it. You also have a remote control, which is functional. It's a shame it hasn't got a keyboard in it, but it is functional. And you're going to really need it to move around and navigate on some of these apps. So just bear that in mind. So they're under home. And as you can see with this, it's just up, down, left, right, OK, backwards and cancel. But that's it. So always useful to get new features. And for me, they're the two main ones. So give them a go, see how you get on. And let me know in the comments if you have the same hassles that I've had. But at least we have the option, which we never had before. So you've installed an app, it doesn't work or gives you problems. So how do you uninstall it? Well, you go back to your toolbox. You come up to the same app, and this time you click on the little minus, and it will say, do you wish to uninstall? And basically that is it. It's quite straightforward. Just bear in mind too that there is a 300 megabyte limit to the apps. The Opera browser came close to it, but of course, more importantly, when you add it to the glasses, you're using up the storage. So just be careful, but it's quite a straightforward process to remove them, and I assure you, you're probably going to have to. There you are.